say hi to Thor.
CV axle, I was banging the inner thing to pop it off of the shaft to get the new boot on it. Totally fucked it up, so I had to scrap that idea. Got the new coilovers in yesterday. Said they were going to be in today, which is whatever. Got these new turnbuckles in. Got that mount made up there. Basically it goes from that bolt to that bolt, and there's a bolt underneath here. The turnbuckle bolts to these two tabs, and then I just got these two tabs made, sanded down, aligned, and I'm gonna tack them into place and weld them. So we got that one. Now we got this one. Got her all welded into place. Got her torqued down. Got that plate on those three tabs. Got this one on 3 points as well, going down, and that one more at an angle. So with that, those two, this motor mount, that motor mount, and that motor mount, she's not going anywhere, boys. All right, so this is the old distributor. This is the new one. Both AIP electronics. A couple things you notice is obviously the oil seal on this one is going to be a little bit more compressed and used, and then like the oil seal on this one, you can still see it popping out fresh as fuck. Next thing I'm going to do is copy these marks on both of them, measure, and at the point in which those are, mark it on this one. And then obviously we got these two marks facing the same way, but this one is at a slight angle, so I'm going to turn this one to that same degree. Went and picked up this axle, but that's the difference in size. This thing squeezes, compresses, so I'm just going to compress it a little bit and see if that works. I got these old coilovers off of the forks. I got the new coilovers. Gonna put their Max Peating rods. Max Peating rods sent me out a set, so thank you to them. So yeah, same deal. They're just red. So now I'm gonna measure the height of them, compress or preload the coils. I believe they're probably 200 millimeter. Gonna compress them about 10 millimeters, as opposed to the previous 10 millimeters on this. And then gonna throw them on. All right, so this is the Insane shaft. Basically, I took it out for a cruise. Wasn't feeling it. It's vibrating because the axle is too long. It's bound up. I mean, you can kind of see it in here. Like, you can see that is bound up. Anyways, the problem with this Insane shaft is the boot tore. This thing, you know, the thing that goes around this and all that shit, it would not come off. I literally had to cut this off, and even when I had both of these sides cut, I had this thing flipped upside down and I was just hammering that thing off, and it barely came off. Like, the other piece went flying. It's actually right here. Boom. This thing had to cut it off. This snap ring is really on there well, blah blah blah. Anyways, so I had this other axle laying over here, and it's the Civic outer. So what I'm gonna do is put this end on that shaft now that I got everything off. Hopefully it works. Wish me luck. All right, y'all, so this thing will not come off. So here is what I bought. I got, or here, we'll come over here. I got 1¼ inch piping that goes over that. I got 1-inch piping that's a little bit bigger than the diameter of that, and that'll serve as a good clamping area. I'm going to cut this in half. I got this, which I'm going to cut to the length of up here, and I'm going to make a device that clamps to this rod and uses the threads down here to pull this assembly off. The reason why I'm making this, because the races are tomorrow. It's Saturday, and to get what I need, it's going to take days. I have axles that are coming, but they're coming here on Tuesday, which will be too late. So I'm going to make the tool and then use it to unclamp, to take this off, put this end on this axle, and if I put this axle back on this bad boy, it won't click, because it's literally, I don't want to break the area where the half shaft mounts to the block, because it vibrates so bad right there that if it breaks, it's going to break my engine. So anyways, here we go. All right, little update. Got these 2 tabs welded onto this, which is going to go on the outside of this. Got this cut in half. Got 2 tabs welded on both sides, inner, outer. So now what I'm going to do is drill 2 holes right here so that I can compress this over the shaft, and then I'm going to drill 2 holes on the outside so that I can connect it to the frame. All right, here's the final product. So we have the 1¼ inch pipe up here bolted down. I got grade 8 hardware throughout. It's my favorite. So now, axle nut here. And then take a 32-inch socket, boom, and then impact it on. So let's see if it works. So my weld's held, but it literally oblonged the hole, like it folded this part in on itself. So I don't even know. I mean, that shit's pretty thick. So I'm not even sure what I should do now. Probably try to make this again, because everything else held up great. Like this thing held in this groove perfectly. Kind of fucked up the threads up here, but other than that, I don't know. Try again. Alright guys, so this thing is bent to shit. I tried using some washers that I had. I know that's copper, but, so anyways, next plan. I'm gonna raise this thing. So the back is obviously slammed. The front needs to be raised. I can go another inch and a half, maybe. All right, got the front coilovers out. So this is how I previously had them set. I'm just going off of this part because both of these are the same. If you notice, 7 inches, 7 inches. So anyways, this one, the line between the anodized and the painted red collar is just after 2 inches. So what I did was went past 2 inches and out to 3 inches, so just a little over an inch of height. So now I'm going to set them both at this height, reinstall them, and go test drive it. She's cruising, no vibrations, no nothing. Usually at this speed, going straight, it would vibrate. The axle on this side was binding up. So, I don't know. It's doing all right. than 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. now. They canceled the fucking races and I barely showed up. So, oh well, what do you do? So they canceled the races. Oh well. I mean, what can you do? It's raining, so that's Colorado. And so I guess I'm ready for test and tune now. And I'm gonna wait for my other axles to get here so I can use the actual right length and then lower the car back down a little bit and then actually raise the rear of it up a little bit. So instead of being like this, it'll be like this, which is how it should be. I just didn't really have time. But anyways, thanks for watching. Next video is going to be test and tune Wednesday, 3 days. So
I'm Jamal.